Hello everybody and welcome to episode 5 of our Satisfactory build. Today our focus primarily is going to be on getting this production floor up and running and to begin removing everything from below and bringing it up here. So I've kind of made my decision that these four here are going to be iron plate producers, while these four over here are going to be screw producers. This should yield us enough resources and materials to really do whatever we want in the do whatever we need to with the production of higher level goods. So let's start with the iron production. That's where we're going to start today. If I remember correctly, it is a 1-to-1 ratio, which is good. So we don't want the clip, so we're going to drop it in halfway through. And actually, this is a little bit too far over. One, two, three. Let's make sure that we're right on that. Iron plate's going to give us, yep, 30 requires 30, puts out 20. So these will have to feed down. They'll have to feed down to a tier 2 belt so that we can properly collect the resources from that. I'll set this to iron plate. Over here we're going to begin our screw production, so I don't want to interfere with these, but then again the reason why these are so close is because we could put more here and so on and so forth. We're going to do our screws over here. And I could see that we have run out of reinforced plate again. So we really should handle that. We're missing the screws, so I don't know why I'm making them. Let's go grab them out of inventory. Let's take 2,000. And of course, that should be enough to produce, yeah, 149, that's more than enough. We're not going to produce them all, of course, but we'll probably produce 50 plates here. After we're said and done with this portion, we probably won't need to worry about the production of reinforced iron plate. But this particular facility portion that we're building right now is going to be nothing but constructors. We're not going to put anything but constructors and smelters on this level. Then we're going to go up one level. We'll have another logistics floor, and that logistics floor will feed the assemblers that'll be on the floor above them. Now, I know that this is probably going to really taxi our concrete production, but I'm willing to sacrifice that to make this right. Let's stop there. I think 38 should be more than enough to accomplish what we need to accomplish right now. Now let's actually check on the concrete production. How's that coming along? We've almost got a stack. Hooray. Well, let's hit 6 on our keypad here. So E, let's have a look here. We're going for iron rod. So this one takes 15 and puts out 15. So this is a 1-to-1 ratio, which means that we need, if we're going to have 60, That's 15, 30, 45, 120, excuse me, 60. Let's line this up. $75, 90, 105, and then finally 120. Now, the thing is, we're going to get this up and running first. That one's already selected. Okay. So this section right here is going to be saved for screw production. Like I said, we want to try to get everything that we've got down here onto this level. Okay, let's line those up. See here, screws. It's going to take 10 per minute and put out 40. So what are we getting off of this? We're getting 15. So for each one of these, for two of these, we can get, we could build 3 of these for 2 of those. So let's have 6. Let's have 6 lines of screws. I ran out of copper wire. Well, that's not going to slow us down. We do have plenty of that in stock. Okay, so there's 6. So these will all be our screw facilities. Now, mind you, this is going to put out, let's see here, 2,400 screws. So that's going to be quite a great deal of components that we could build with that. And if needs be, we can always throw and you got to remember that we've got this two lines building steel rods, right? And honestly, to tell you the truth, I only need 2 to build me rods. So let's grab another. Let's grab another 3 to make it an even 9. Screw production is one of those things that we need to have enough of it to produce enough of the plates that we're going to be looking at. I mean, we're thinking about we're going to have 100 and we're going to have 120 iron going into here to give us 90 steel plate or iron plate, so a minute. So that's going to be pretty quick. And we've always got to, and we also have a third line right back there that's not being utilized for anything but what's going on there right now. That can easily produce for us everything that we need. We can easily use to add on more materials. Well, let's get these in place. These are our exits. Screw production is going to go straight up. These ones here, it's all the ones in here that need to go down. Okay. So how we're going to work this here down below is products will be taken on a higher level, be up, while raw resources will be below. So I'll show you how that works when we get this line up and running. When we do get the copper or the iron or the iron rods up and running, so this production line, everything goes down into the basement. So now what we got to hope is that we're not utilizing too much materials. We're going to actually get this whole assembly area up and running before the iron one, because we don't have to worry about that as much. So let's take a look at the iron now. So this is going to go up, this is going to come from below. We're out of concrete. Sorry to do it to you. Start building another stack. Now I have been thinking about making another concrete facility on that pure node, but right now as it stands we really don't need that, so I'm not going to worry about that at this time. Alright, so here we go. This guy is now ready for now you gotta remember some of these conveyors are gonna have products that leave and go down, while some are gonna have products that go leave and go up. So these two right here that we got here, these two are gonna have their product come down and into a box probably on the first level. Okay, so this one here needs a product line. This is product. This is income. And this is right here reactants, if you want to call it that. It's like in chemistry. Now let's get on downstairs and have a look at our lines. Because now we can see them down here. So all these are going to have a product coming in. All these are going to have product going out. This is going to have raw materials going in, products coming out. So if you take a close look, you can see that this right here is our iron line. Okay. Everything over here, all of these ones that you see, this is our iron rod line. So the way we want to drop these guys down here, raw materials, We'll have it dispatched down here on this level. Okay, this right here is our smelters. Products run across the roof. Okay, so on this side here we're looking for splitters. On this side we're looking for mergers. We want to get them as close as we can. The idea is... No, snap it to the grid, please. Well, wish there's a way to get rid of this little bit of dirt here. That would have definitely helped us out, but there's no way to do that in this game. Okay. That's the wife heading out to go check the mail. Okay, so this is going to be Mark II conveyor belts. And that's just lovely. Oh, splitter. Now I can't make any promises it's going to work. We're going to find out. Keep hitting that stupid Windows key today. It's not going to work. So what we're going to have to do is have this splitter come out here. And we can have this here, but the splitter's going to have to move out. And we're going to do that. This is 3. And once again, we're out of reinforced iron plate. Let's get some more of that produced. This is one of the things we're trying to resolve here is production of iron plate. But in order to do that, we need to get this facility up and running the way it's meant to be. And the fact that we're going to have, what is it, 9 times 4. So close to 4,000 screws. That's 9 times 5 is 45, so that'd be 3,600. Yeah, 3,600 screws per minute. Means that we'll be able to have quite a bit of iron plate coming out. I'm not as worried about building the modular frames as I am about the iron plates, because we use the iron plates in a lot more areas than the modular frames. But we're definitely going to want to get around to that, because we're going to have these reinforced steel plates. Excuse me, smart. We have smart plates that we have to build for the space elevator, and in order to achieve the next level of the next tier, we need to manage that. We have to do that. Otherwise, we won't be able to get through to the next tier because we haven't completed phase 1 of the space elevator. So let's get this all produced, and then it's going to actually run us out of steel plate, which is not too bad. We'll just go pick up some more when we get in there. Okay. Ever since we built this little tiny factory, we've not been low on any of these resources, which is a good thing. All right, so that's upgraded. Okay, so this is our input for, this is an input, an output, an input. So let's have our inputs. Let's bring in down our inputs. Okay, so here's how we're going to work this. We're going to have this guy come out and split again into two. This will split it into 60 and 60. Okay, which will split, because that's going to produce 30 a minute, so it's 30, 60, 90, 120. Each of these needs 15, so this will get 60, and that one will get 60. So we have a splitter. And it's going to be placed right. So let's start with the splitters that need to be on the line. And like I said, we're going to put these as close to where they're needed to be as we possibly can. So these ones are going to have to be shifted a bit, which is going to might cause a problem. Actually, no, we'll just run this one this way. It's not like it's a problem. And we do have plenty of space to work with, so it's not like it's going to be an issue. So let's switch over to that. Actually, here we only need Mark 1 belts. These are only ever going to receive 60. So a Mark 1 belt is more than enough. It's more than sufficient to handle what we're throwing at it. Okay. Okay, so that is now producing 60 and 60. So let's get the splitter for that. Splitter. We're going to line the splitter up with this guy. Just going to come right on in there like so. Didn't come quite far enough. Okay. So now these two are linked up. This back two. These two are going to go this way to a cargo container that'll be right outside here. Do I have that wall unlocked yet? No. Let's go check on our ticket maker here over at the Awesome Sink. See if we have enough tickets to acquire that. In real life, that would have crushed me. Let's see here. We've got 8 tickets. Have it print them out, take them over to the Awesome shop, and let's make the purchases we need. So for walls, we want this one. So add it to cart. And let's grab that factory ladder. Okay, we buy these. That's gonna eliminate all our tickets. So that means, yeah, we can get rid of these guys, these caddy carriers. Okay, we can hit our Q key, and architecture, put that on 3. Go to walls. Put this on 4. Now keep in mind, you don't have to put every wall you got. Hey, big guy. Yeah, you're going to get zapped. Get out of here. Well, that's exactly what we didn't want having happen, was him getting stuck in our factory. So it is what it is. That. And now we have a way up here without having to go all the way around. So now let's get back to work on the bottom floor here. Now the great thing is we're going to have this one pipe in through one, and then we'll try to pipe that one in through another. This is all going to get changed. So it's not like it's going to remain here. Okay, so we're only needing one, so we're going to hit our E key. We're only going to select one. Okay, we're going to bring these guys down. We're only coming down I don't know why I deleted that. Okay, let's see if that's going to work right. So merger. That's actually going to work perfectly. And we don't have to have support, so we can practically pretend like they're being attached to the roof here. Because in all reality, they kind of are. Okay, so this would be 40 iron rod. Let's see here, if I go stand right here, it's a little bit off center, so what I'm going to want to do is drop it down and spin it around to at least keep the consistency. This can go now. And voila. So this will come down here. We're going to climb up here. And that will be the exit for the rods. These two are going to come this way. And we'll just keep them high and feed them into this one. Let's see here, that's going to be 20, 40, 60, 80. So we're going to want the fast conveyor belts for their merge. We'll have them merge up. That's how we're going to pipe it, okay. So I've got my idea for how I want to pipe this. Let's see here. So we're merging now. Now let's have it go out that way. Alright, over here we don't need to be quite on par with this yet, so there's that guy. Now this is not aligned, so we need to realign it. Okay. So we're going to want to feed this around and have it come directly over to this one, to these 6. Okay, so you got to remember, so this is going to be taking in 15 and putting out 10. So let's actually go check those numbers. This is our screw side, so this is the rods, this is the screws. Let's go take a look and see how many screws we're going to be producing. Actually, I don't even have to go all the way up there because we get iron rods feeding into here, into this box. And they feed into these machines here, which are producing screws. And they're taking in 10 iron rods and putting out 40 screws. So, and we know that our iron rod facilities put out 15. So that's 30. That's 30, and that's 30, so that's 90. Which feeds all 9 of those. So I'm going to have it come around, feed it through, and have it take care of these 4. And then we'll have it pivot around, and it'll feed these in a manifold setup. So I'm going to have it be on the, I'm going to tuck it to the inside, so. That's a misplacement. Okay. Let's switch over to the rack. So 15, 30, 45, 60. So here, this is going to be Mark II belt. All right, so let's get the let's get these guys in now. Yes, I know there's an overlapping clearance. I did that on purpose so that things will mate up properly. And that actually gives us direct access to those mergers from down here without having to go in. And now the rotation around. So we're going to basically, we're going to take our thing here. We're going to have it, we're going to place this on this side of this. It's going to come all the way down. And it'll come out and then come back and feed that one. Those 3. And that should be it for the rod side of things. Iron rod side of things. Hang on here. Yeah, those are mergers. That's what they're supposed to be. These are supposed to be the splitters. Okay, a little too far. Well, that's a delight. What we're trying to reduce here is the need to put a conveyor between so this is tier 2 conveyor belt material here, or area, so we will be using those. We can now get rid of these. Highlighted, removed. Okay, there's those 6. Let's get them linked up to the rods. Eight. This should come out just one more. This is our tier 2 line, so and immediately I'm seeing a problem. Which means all of these are going to have to come out. Because all of these are wrong. So we want the material to flow the other way, not the way it's trying to flow here. Let's see here, is this one right? Let's make sure of this before I go any further, because something tells me I'm going crazy here. So okay, I'm going stark mad today. The belts are oriented correctly, so Alright, that allows for the materials here to run through. Now we gotta do the same thing over here. And we're gonna put these ones facing in as well. Now see, we could put assemblers down in here because of this, but like I said, this is going to be a logistics floor, which means strictly off just by a little bit. Once again, off by just a little bit. Got it right in this direction this time. So that's our input. Okay, so now get rid of all of those. We're going to want to try to continue that 120, that Mark II belt through here. Now what we're going to want to do is we're going to pull off, have it do a complete through thoroughfare. That way we keep everything in line if we can. And now let's see about piping it that way. Nope, not quite what we want it to look like. But at least this one's pretty easy to get, because all we have to do is line it up that corner there. And in it goes. So this is now the that's now the that's the production line for screws complete. We just need to get it attached to the main system here, so Of course, I got these wrong. Mergers, please. Disassemble those 8. Now we're going to drop the tubes in. Okay. Yeah, let's actually reorient this. This is the issue with building in this type of fashion. Everything's so knit tight that we have to make room for things to fit, otherwise it doesn't work. Okay, so this is now a line ready for production. All we have to do is power it up and get it up and running. But we're not quite ready for that yet. Let's see how much time we got on the video here. How much time have you been recording? Alright, we've got about another 5 minutes left on this video before we need to call it for this episode. So let's review what we've done this far. We've now built up what will become the... We have now officially built up what will become the rods, the iron rod, and the screw line. And we've also got our iron plate assemblers in place, along with our iron ingots for that. Now we are getting very close now to having a complete solid foundation. So whilst we're here, let's begin powering this up. Let's begin getting the power hooked up so that all we have to do basically hook up this to the grid and go. Okay, there's that. And this will be what we're going to call this episode. And then the next episode will be all about disassembling what's going on downstairs. And to begin the actual production and start getting this iron facility up and running. This is going to be a nice empty spot for expansion later. We'll probably add more smelters in here and that's what we're really thinking about here with the way we're laying this out. We are really trying to power can go there. This will be the power pole that will feed some of the stuff out that way. All right. There we go. So that's everything powered up over here. We might as well power this line up as well and add it to this part of the factory. These are on this side. That makes it so much easier, doesn't it? Okay, so how much power is this going to consume? Let's take a look and see here. It will tell me it's 116 megawatt. Just this factory. That's quite a bit of energy. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I really do hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit that like button. If you like what you see on this channel, please subscribe. And feel free to leave your comments. Since I am new to this making video stuff on YouTube, let me know what changes can I make to make your experience of my broadcasts better. I would very much appreciate that. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.